Patient Griselda. Years ago, a young man called Gualtieri inherited the Marquisate of Solucio as the eldest son of the family. Being unmarried and childless, he spent all his time hunting birds and beasts without giving a thought to marriage or future offspring. He should have been considered a very wise man, but his subjects disapproved. They kept begging him to get himself a wife so that he should not die without an heir and they should not be left without a lord. They kept offering to find him one with a suitable father and mother, who would satisfy their hopes and who would make him very happy. Gualtieri's response was as follows: "My friends, you are forcing me into something I had been completely set on never ever doing. Given how difficult it is to find someone with the right character and habits, how plentiful are the inappropriate candidates, and how hard life becomes for the man who ends up with someone he doesn't get on with. You claim you can tell the daughters' characters from how the fathers and mothers behave, and argue on that basis that you can provide me with a wife I'll be pleased with. That is rubbish. I don't see how you can know the fathers properly, or the mothers' secrets for that matter. Besides, even if you could, daughters are very often unlike their fathers and their mothers. But since you like the idea of tying me up in these chains, I'll try to satisfy you, and in order not to end up blaming anyone but myself if things should go wrong, I want to do the finding myself. But I tell you that if you don't honor and respect whoever I choose, you'll learn to your cost how hard it's been for me to take a wife against my will, just because you begged me to." His valiant subjects replied that they would be happy just so long as he could bring himself to get married. Gualtieri had been impressed for a good while by the behavior of a poverty-stricken young woman from a village near his family home. Since he also judged her to be beautiful, he calculated that life with her could be very pleasant. He looked no further and made up his mind to marry her. He had the father summoned and entered into an agreement with this complete pauper to take the girl as his wife. That done, he called together all his friends in the area he ruled. "My friends," he said to them, "you have been eager for me to make my mind up about a wife for some time. Well, I have made a decision, more out of wanting to comply with your wishes than from any desire to be married on my part. You know what you promised me, that is, to be content with the woman I choose, whoever she was, and to honor her as your lady. The time has come when I am about to keep my promise to you, and when I expect you to keep yours to me. I have found very near here a young woman after my heart. I intend to make her my wife and to bring her into my house in a few days. So arrange for the marriage feast to be a fine one and to give her an honorable welcome. In that way, I shall be able to say I am happy with how you have fulfilled your promise, and you will be able to say the same about me." His trusty subjects all replied that they were happy with this, and that no matter who she was, they would treat her as a lady and would honor her as such in every way. Then they all set about organizing a suitably grand and joyous celebration. And Gualtieri did his part too, arranging for a sumptuous and splendid marriage feast, to which he invited a multitude of friends, relations, great nobles, and other people from the surrounding area. In addition, he had beautiful, expensive dresses made to fit a young woman who, he judged, had the same measurements as the girl he had decided to marry. Not only that, but he ordered belts, rings, and a lovely, costly tiara, plus everything else a new bride should have. Soon after sunrise, on the day appointed for the wedding, Gualtieri mounted his horse, and all those who had come to honor him did the same. Everything needed was now in order, and he called out, "Gentlemen, it is time to go for the new bride." The new bride.